Hello, friends, and welcome back to our channel once again. So, from the title itself, you would get a hint that we will be doing the analysis of the insider trading report that is publicly available on the NSE's website. Yeah, you guys heard me right. The insider trading information about the companies is publicly available. So, this is a continuation of the series. So, okay, this analysis of the insider trading report, we should do it on a daily basis. So, and to help me with that, I have maintained a insider trading master sheet, which I will show you in just a moment. So, okay. So first, let me show you that from where you could download this particular report. You could follow me on the computer screen, or I would provide you the link in the description box below, from where you could directly download the report in an Excel format. Okay. So as you can see, I'm on the home page of the NSC. So scroll down a little bit and locate the corporate announcement section. Scroll down a little bit more and you will see the view all. Click on it. Now, once you reach here, scroll down a little bit and locate the insider trading tab right here. Click on that. Okay, now this will take you to this particular page. Now, by doing this analysis, uh, my aim is to make a watch list for my swing trading. So that's why I would be considering the report for 3 months. I would analyze the report of 3 months. Okay, so click on the time frame. You could see multiple time frame right here. So and let it load. Okay, so once it gets loaded, click on the download button and it will download an Excel file on your downloads, and it will be available in the download section of your PC or laptop. Okay, so I have already downloaded it. So I will go straight up and open the Excel file. Okay, so you can now see the Excel file, and this is the insider trading report from 17th of December 2020 to 17th of March 2021. The name of the report, the Excel file itself gives the range of dates from where the report has been updated. Okay, so now, guys, please don't get overwhelmed with the huge amount of data present in this Excel sheet. We don't have to crunch each and every number present in this Excel sheet. We have to apply some filters before we start doing our analysis. Okay, so first let's apply the filter. Okay, so we will be applying filters on the column category of persons. That is the E column that has been selected, and the second column would be the S column, that is the mode of acquisition. Now, first let's apply the filter on category of person. So in the category of person, I only want those name of those symbols or name of those stocks in which the promoter or promoter groups have been involved. I do not want director, employees, immediate relative, etc. etc. I only want promoter and promoter groups. So I will delete all the rows except those two. Okay, so once we are done with that, let me apply the filter on the mode of acquisition. Now, the mode of acquisition should be market purchase strictly in this particular case. I do not want ESOP, gift, interest transfer, etc. etc. So I would keep the market purchase wala data only and delete rest of them. Okay, so once we are done with that, let's remove the filter for now. We don't need it. Now, we do not want each and every column present in this particular Excel sheet. We want only two columns, namely the symbol column and value of security column. Okay, so let's delete all the columns except those two. Okay, so let me just widen this particular column. Okay, you might notice that there is a redundancy in the symbol names in this particular table. So it would be complex to do the analysis in this particular table. So what I want is I want a consolidated form of data of this particular table in order to make my analysis easy. So let's use the consolidated data. I'll select the table. I want the top row, I want the left column. Okay. Now, Okay, so once we are done with that now, it's time for applying this final filter, which we will be applying on this particular Excel sheet. Okay, now I want the names of those stocks, or the symbols of those stocks in which the value of security is greater than or equal to 1 crore. Now, this lower bound which I have set is according to my rules. You might change it to 80 lakhs, 90 lakhs, 1 crore, 10 lakhs, or 2 crore, or whichever number you seem fit best for your analysis. So I will be considering the lower bound to be 1 crore. So let me sort from largest to smallest. Next, I will delete all the columns which I don't need, which have value less than 1 crore. Now, once you are done with that, copy the symbol names which have been bought or sold by the promoter or promoter groups, and it is a market purchase, and it has a value of security greater than 1 crore. These selected symbols are those particular stocks fulfilling all these filters. Okay, let me copy this down and let me go back to my insider trading master sheet that I have been maintaining. Now, as I stated earlier in the video itself, that we have to do this analysis on a daily basis. Now, it's not possible for us to do the analysis of 97 or 100 stocks on a daily basis. So, what I try to do is I maintain a master sheet so that I could know that for which stocks I have already done the analysis, so I could skip those particular stock and do the analysis for the stocks which are new into this particular list. Okay, so let me paste the company names from the previous Excel sheet to this. Kindly ignore the change of the fills in the cells. I would explain it to you why it changed. Okay, now I need to know that which stocks are new in this particular list. So I would simply apply uh, a conditional formatting, so for a duplicate values. So I would get an idea that for which stocks I have already done the analysis. So as you can see, there are only 3, 4, 5, 6, and around 8 stocks for which I have not done the analysis. So these are the new stocks which fulfill the previous filters which we applied on the last Excel sheet. Okay, so let me just copy these white boxes quickly, and then we will start doing our analysis. So I'll copy them down and I'll paste them right here. Okay, so once we are done with that, let's just delete. We don't need this anymore. Okay, so these 8 or 9 stocks will be the stocks for which I will be doing the analysis today. So okay, so let's start with ABFRL. So I'll copy this down. I'll go back to the uh, tab in the Chrome from where we downloaded the Excel sheet. Paste the company name here and click on this Aditya Birla Fashion and Retail Limited. Okay, yeah. Next, what we have to do is we'll click on the symbol of ABFRL. Now, scroll down a little bit and locate the corporate information where we will get the data points needed for the analysis. Now, we will be checking 4 criterias. The first criteria would be on the shareholding pattern. The shareholding of promoters or promoter groups should be greater than 50%. Second one would be SAST regulations. And the SAST regulation will check whether or not any mutual fund or any institutional investor or any promoter or promoter groups have sold the stock in the last 6 months, and that would be 17th of September 2020. There should not be any selling by any of the names I stated in the last 6 months. If there is any selling, then we have to discard that particular stock. The third criteria would be the promoter encumbrance detail, and we will check the percentage of shares pledged in that particular stock, and it should be 0% according to my rule. Again, this lower bound, this upper bound, sorry, this upper bound is set according to my rules. But you could change that upper bound to be 1%, 2%, 5%, etc., etc. Whichever number you seem fit best for your analysis. Okay, and if the stock passes all these 3 primary criteria, then we would go on to the optional criteria. I sometimes may skip that particular criteria, and that is the earnings per share. We would find it in the financial results tab. And the earnings per share, the latest earnings per share that has been reported, should be greater than 0. So, okay, so let's check for Aditya Birla Fashion. Okay, so the shareholding pattern of promoter and promoter group is greater than 50%, as I highlighted. Next, let's check the SAS regulation. Okay, no selling has been reported in the last 6 months. The most recent selling was at 17 December 2018, so it's far away from our 6 months range. Okay, so it looks good. No pledging has been reported. So again, it passed all the three major criteria or three primary criteria. Now it's time for the earnings per share. Earnings per share, the latest earnings per share is a positive number, that is 0.81 rupees. So we are good to go. Now, let me take you back to the master sheet. Uh, Okay, now let me just tell you quickly about what color coding I use. If a particular stock passes all the four criterias, all the four filters, rather, I should say that, then I mark it as green. If a stock is able to pass all the three primary filters and fails to pass the optional filter, that is earnings per share, then I mark it as yellow. And the third one, if the stock fails to pass any one of the primary filter, namely the promoter encumbrance, SAS regulation, or the shareholding, then I mark it as red. So since the Aditya Birla Fashion Limited passed all the four criterias, uh, I marked it as green. Now, if you guys want to know that how I created this particular uh, a master sheet from scratch, then I would highly recommend you to go and check out my playlist Trading on Insider Information. I will provide you the link in the description box below. Also, you could see that in the I button on the top right corner of your screen. Okay, so let's move. Again, let me just give you a quick note. Just because the stock is marked green, it does not mean that I will be buying this particular stock. I have to do some further analysis, which I will tell once I am finished with color coding the stocks. Now, for yesterday's video, I also told that I color coded the stocks and did not mention the price. As you can see, some of the stocks have prices in front of them. So I will explain it to you in some another video that how to do that. Or if you guys want to know how to do it, I have already told you in the previous videos of this current playlist. Okay, so let's go back to the AB Capital. Go back here and paste it. Click on the symbol name. Next, click corporate information. Check the shareholding patterns first. Okay, so the promoter has 70.44%, so it passed the filter. SAS regulation, no selling has been reported. Pledging is not there. Let's check the earnings per share. Okay, so the earnings per share is not okay. So the latest earnings per share that has been reported is 0.06 rupees. So we will consider that it is a positive number, although it's a very small number, but still, our rule says that it should be a positive number. So we'll mark it as green once again. Next on the list is Polyplex. Uh, Click on the symbol name. Click on the symbol. You can close the Aditya Birla Wala tab. Click on corporate information. Check the shareholding patterns. Okay, so the shareholding is 50.97%. Although it is slightly greater than 50%, but still the rule says to be greater than or equal to 50%, so it passed the filter. SAS regulation. Okay, so there has been the selling reported on 13th of October 2020. So according to our rules, there should not have been any selling reported till 13th of September 2020. So it passed a key primary filter. So we have to mark it as red. Next on our list is NCC. So okay, copy it down. NCC Limited. Click on NCC. Go to the corporate information. Let's check the shareholding patterns for this. Okay, so as you can see, it is 19.68%. So it is less than 50%. So we'll mark it as red. No need, fails to once it fails to pass any one of the primary filter, we could just ignore all the filters after that. We don't need to check it. Although for an educational purpose, if you want to check, you can go ahead and check it. So next stock is Tanla, paste it, and Tanla Platforms Limited. Now let's check the symbol of Tanla. Check the corporate information. Go to the shareholding pattern. Okay, so the shareholding is less than 50% as I highlighted on the screen. So we'll mark it as red once again. We are getting too many red stocks today. Next stock is Orient Electric. Paste it in the company name. Click on the symbol. Next, check the corporate information. Let's first check promoter incumbents detail. It does not matter in which sequence you check the filter, it should just pass. Okay, so as you can see, the pledging is 12.79%. So for some of you, it might be a low number, but according to our rules, we'll stick to the rules. As our rule says that it should be 0%, so we have to ignore this stock. So we'll mark it as red once again. Now, the second last stock for today is Chola Finance. So we'll again repeat the process. Uh, Go to the corporate information and check the shareholding pattern. Shareholding is greater than 50%. SAS regulation, let's check. Okay, so there has been a selling reported by Invesco Limited on 24th of January 2020. So that is after 16th of September 2000. Okay, no, sorry. It is 2020. Okay, sorry. I thought it was 24 of Jan 2021. Sorry. So there has been no selling reported after 16 September 2020. So we are good to go. Next one on the okay, so pledging, no pledging. So again, let's check our optional result, that is financial results, the earnings per share. So okay, so the latest earnings per share, I don't know whether the data is missing or this means a 0 rupees. But anyways, we'll check the earnings per share for which the data point is given, and that is a positive number. Again, if you consider that this dash means 0, I don't know exactly that whether this dash means 0 or the data is not available. So if you guys know, then I would really appreciate if you could mention that in the comment section. Okay, so anyways, I will consider the 0.53 rupees since that data point is available to us, and I'll mark it as green. So last stock for today is PKT. So I'll paste it here. Okay, I'll click on the symbol of PKT. Check the corporate information and check the shareholding pattern. Okay, so the shareholding pattern, it is greater than 50%. We are good to go. Let's check the SAS regulation. No selling has been reported um, after 16 September 2020. Let's check the pledging. No pledging. Let's check the optional criteria. Okay, so the latest earnings per share is a positive number. So we'll mark it as green. So, okay. So today, how many stocks we have for green is 1, 2, and 3, 4. Four stocks we have green today. Okay, so this has not been a very long video, so we can cover the pricing of these four stocks today. That what are these numbers? How I came up with these numbers. So I'll tell you for these four stocks, and for the stocks which have been marked green on in yesterday's video, I'll make a separate video for that, giving you the pricings. Or you could do it on your own once I tell you that how to do it in these four stocks. The process is the same. We just have to repeat it for each and every green stocks, green marked stocks. Okay. Anyways, so what we have to do is we'll copy the symbol name once again. I'll click on the company. I'll paste it right down here. I'll click on this again. Now, um, remember how we downloaded the insider trading report of all of the stocks. Now we have to download the insider trading report of ABFRL only. So we have to select the 3 months data once again, and we would download this file. So after downloading, let's open this particular Excel file. Okay, so you would see this, as you can see, this is the insider trading report of ABFRL only from 17th of December to 17th of March 2021. The Excel sheet which I used earlier in the very beginning of the video was the insider trading report of all the stocks included. But now we only have the insider trading report of ABFRL. Now, before calculating anything, we would have to apply some filters which we applied in the first Excel sheet which we used. Okay, so again, the filter would be on the okay, yeah, category of person and mode of acquisition. Let me just highlight those two columns for you. These two columns we have to apply the filter, the same filter. As I can see, there are not too many data points I could delete. All of them are promoters except these two, so I will delete the rows which have others as the category of person. Now next I want the mode of acquisition to be market purchase. As you can see, all of the rows contain market purchase as their mode of acquisition. Okay, so no need to apply filter. So now next what we have to do is, let me just expand these two columns now. At what point should we buy this particular stock? Should we buy it at the CTM or the current trading price? No, we will be calculating the average price at which the promoters made an entry into this particular stock. And our aim would be to buy that stock close to that price point. We could consider a plus minus 5% or plus minus 6% range, whichever percentage you are comfortable with. So, okay, so for that, we have to apply simple arithmetic and we will sum the total number of securities and then we will, okay, sorry. I was trying a shortcut. Let me try it. Yeah. We will sum the total number of security and the total value of security. And next we will divide the total value of security by total number of security to reach at the price or the average price at which the promoters made an entry into this particular stock. Let me just remove the decimal points to 2 digits. Okay, so it is 212.77 rupees. Okay, so let me highlight it. Okay, 212.77 rupees. So this is the average price at which the promoters made an entry into this particular stock. Now, these three columns, which I have highlighted right now in the computer screen, are also important. We have to check the date of allotment and the date of intimation onto the company. Now, what is the relevance of these dates? It's beyond the scope of this particular video because if I start explaining that what is the relevance of these dates, then it would make the video too long. And I have already explained that what is the relevance of these dates and how you should check it. You should see the part 4 video of the playlist trading on insider information. I would give you the link of the video part 4 separately in the description box below. So you could directly watch the part 4 of the playlist to know what is the importance of this dates. And I have explained a lot of things in that. What is the importance of volume in this while doing this particular analysis. So, okay. Now, so 212.77 rupees. So let me just write it down. ABF 212.77 rupees. Okay. Next one is AB Capital. So I'll copy this. Okay. Before moving to that, let's click on the symbol ABFRL and let's see the price at which it is currently trading. So it's currently trading at 205. Now it's less than 212. 212 was the number, right? Yeah. It is trading at less than that. Now you have to check that whether it falls in our plus minus 5% range or plus minus 7% range, whichever range you set for your analysis. Okay, and based on that, we could take the decision whether or not to make a trade in that. Again, don't trade just because it falls in that particular range. We have to check what is the volume in this particular stock. The volume should be good, the daily volume or the average daily volume. Okay, and we have to see the volatility, etc., etc. We have to see many things before making a decision that whether or not to trade in this particular stock, just not the price. Okay, so let's calculate the price again for AB Capital now. The process would be same. Copy down the name here. Click now. Select the 3 months data and download the CSV file. Again, open it. Okay. So again, apply the. Uh, we don't have to apply the filter. We could manually delete which have the category of person as immediate relative and director. We don't want those. We only want promoter and promoter groups. And the mode of uh, acquisition is market purchase for all of them, and that is what we want. Next, apply the calculation. Next, divide the value of security by total value of security by total number of security to um, high to reach. So, okay, so this is the average price at which the promoters made an entry into Aditya Birla Capital. Now, you can check the date of allotment and date of what is the relevance in the part 4. I already told you that. Okay, so let me just write it down 119.90. Okay, next we don't have to calculate the average price for these red stocks because it failed the filter, so we are anyways not going to buy those stocks. Let's check for Chola Finance. I'll copy this down. I'll paste the company name right here. Click on the 3 months and download the CSV file. So this is the insider trading report of Chola Finance individually. Okay, so once we are done with that, okay, this is a long list. I'll apply the filter. I want the category of person to promoter group only or promoters, and I'll delete all the rows which do not have category of person as promoter. Next, I'll apply the filter. Okay, I don't need to apply the filter. I'll just remove this last row because it has mode of acquisition as gift. Okay, so now so as you can see, the number of securities is quite low as compared to the value of security. Now this might be due to the reporting errors, or there is a manual error while inserting the data points. So we can't go ahead because it will give a very wrong calculation for us. It will come around, I don't know, 50 or 60,000 per stock, and it's not the case, I guess. Let me just check the current price of Chola Finance. I don't think it's trading at 50,000, even close to that. It is 528. So although we will okay, here it is. We'll calculate it and let's see where we reach, whether or not we could guess the number. Maybe we could, there may be some tens missing or hundreds missing in this particular stock. Let's divide the value of security by number of security. So it is 5,508,000. Okay, let's see. Could it have been 500.508 rupees? We have to increase the stock number by number of securities by 26,000. Yeah, that seems about right. 500.508. Okay, but anyways, it's your decision that whether you want to go ahead by guessing or not. Uh, you could avoid this particular stock. So it was bought at 12th of March, 15th of March, 10th of March. So it's a date of allotment of very close. It's very close. So I guess it would have been 500.508. Okay, so let's just consider it for that 500.508. Okay, so I'll mark it as 500.50850. Let me just highlight it so that I could check it later with blue. Next on our list is PKT. Copy the symbol again. Go back here, paste it. Uh, 3 months data. Download the file. Open the file once it has been downloaded. Okay, now we want the category of person to be promoter or promoter group. It seems to be in that way only, and we want the mode of acquisition to market purchase. So no need to delete any of the rows. Now next process is to okay, sorry. Sum the total number of securities to reach at the average price point at which the promoters made an entry, and divide the total value of security by total number of security. So it is coming close to around 213.82 rupees. So let's check what is the current price the PKT is trading. It is 222. It is close. Again, we need to see that whether or not it falls in our range of plus minus 5% to make any further decision. 218.8, 213.82, I guess. Okay, yeah, 213.82. Sorry, this is the correct one. Okay, so now I told you that how you could calculate the price point. So anyways, I would upload a video, a separate video to calculate the prices of the green marked stocks that have been marked yesterday separately, because yesterday's video was too long. But again, if you guys want to do it on your own, you could do it now, because I told you that how you could calculate that. Okay, so that would be all for today. Again, before going away, I would like you to give a disclaimer that all the analysis that I'm doing right here is strictly for educational purpose only, and this should not be received as a investment tip. Before making any investment decision, you should consult with your financial planner. Okay, saying that, okay, so if you guys are liking that, I'm doing all the analysis from scratch, and I'm not just telling you the steps how to do it, I'm actually doing all the steps myself in the real time basis. So if you like that, then please like my video. And if you guys have any suggestions regarding the video quality, or regarding the channel, or regarding my voice quality, or anything, please do mention them in the comment section below. Thank you for watching. I hope to see you once again.